Uh, Welcome to my channel House of Investments. So this video will talk about the difference between a khata and a B khata document. So before that, let's try to understand a bit about the different khata issuing authorities who are there in Bangalore. First is BBMP. They issue a khata or a B khata document. BDA issues BDA khata. BMRDA issues Panchayat e-Khata document. So in today's video, we'll take a deeper look into the A Khata or a B Khata document that is issued by BBMP. So before that, let's try to understand what is BBMP. So BBMP is Bruhat Bengaluru Mahanagara Palika, and this is the administrative body responsible for the civic amenities and some infrastructural assets of the greater Bangalore metropolitan area. And this is their website, BBMP's website, bbmp.gov.in. And if you take a look at the map, so the red demarcated ones comes under the jurisdiction of BBMP, and you can see here in the West Bangalore, East Bangalore, Yelahanka, northern side of Bangalore, RR Nagara, Bomanhalli towards the south of Bangalore. So yeah, you can visit their website to know more about the corporation. Uh, okay, so now let's get into the point. Let's try and see what is a khata and a B khata land, because in Bangalore, a lot of developers, post COVID have decided not to have acquired land, but decided not to, uh, construct a house or a apartment over there, uh, because they'll have to spend some additional money to convert their B khata lands into A khata land, and sometimes also this would pose a challenge to them. So instead, they have decided to develop a plotting society for a B khata land and sell it to people. But what I would recommend is always try and avoid B khata land, because this might land you in trouble in the future. So therefore, let's try to understand why a B khata land might give you a major headache to you in future if you buy it. Let's try to understand in detail. So, first is the property taxes. Ekhata land is fully compliant, and the owner of of this Ekhata land has paid all the property taxes properly. And whereas for a B khata, it's not fully compliant. You can say sometimes it's not compliant or partially compliant, and the reason may be non-payment of property taxes, or also there might be certain litigations involved in that land, because of which the BBMP has approved a B khata document. And when it comes to building plan approvals, it's pretty easy to get the approval from the authorities. But for a B khata, mm, um, in a proper legal manner, it would be difficult for you to get a plan approval. Sometimes the developers who sell you the land will tell you that you don't worry about it, we'll get the approvals, and you don't have to take any headache for it, we'll be taking care of everything, you just give us 5, 10,000, 15,000 extra for it, we'll get the approvals. But why do you would like to take that additional risk if this is something which is not legally approved? Because if you're going for a decent piece of land in Bangalore, you'll have to pay at least 55, 60 lakhs plus additional registration charges. So why do you invest 50, close to 50, 60 lakhs in a land which is not completely legally compliant? Similarly, for get if you are constructing a house, you will have to apply for the water or the electricity connections. For water, you'll might have to apply for the Kaveri water connections. For a khata land, you can easily get it. For a B khata, it will again pose a lot of challenges. Similarly, for the bank loans, all major tier 1 banks will be ready to give you loans, whereas for a B khata, you cannot avail loan. Sometimes tier 2, tier 3 banks are ready to give you a loan, but at a higher interest rates. Yeah, similarly, I mean, whenever you are buying a land, or you have tomorrow, after a few years, let's say you decide to house, and after a few years, let's say there is an emergency, a personal emergency, and you decide to sell off your property. So at that point in time, you'll see that in that particular locality, the price might have appreciated by 30-40%, but you won't get a buyer at that point in time, because whenever, a buyer would look for a land or a full villa, they would also do their background homework, and they will see if the land is a khata or b khata, if it is fully compliant or non compliant. So that's the reason. I mean, if you buy a proper a khata one, there would be no hiccups, and you'll get a lot of buyers in future. Obviously, in place like Bangalore, demand for plots or individual independent houses will always be there, but you'll have to, for that case, your document should be 100% perfect for you to get some good buyers. So yeah, this is a very quick overview of a khata and a b khata distinction. So I hope you'd find this video helpful. Thank you.